I'm going to show you how to do a magic ring the way I do it. So I take my cut end of my yarn. I'm just going to hold it in my left hand on my first two fingers. I'm going to hold it with my thumb. And I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm going to make a cross. So wrap it around, and then I make an X cross right over the top of my fingers. I'm going to use my other two fingers to hold onto that yarn so that the X is obvious right on the top. I'm going to take my hook and I go under the first yarn on my middle finger, and I'm going to grab this top yarn, the one that is over the X. So I'm going under, but I'm going to grab this top yarn. Now, it's going through these ones, so don't be too tight with this because I am going to need some of that yarn. So it's going to slide through. I'm going to pull up a loop, just how I always do, and I'm going to turn this towards myself so it is wrapped around my hook. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to go back and grab that same yarn. I'm grabbing that, and I'm going to pull that through the loop I just made. And this will now be the magic ring that we're working into. We're going to do that one more time. So I'm going to grab my cut end, I'm going to lay it on my first two fingers, I'm going to hold it with my thumb, wrap it around, and then I'm going to make an X on the top of my fingers, and I'm going to hold it with my other two. Using my hook, I'm going to go under the first string on my middle finger, and I'm going to grab that top string. When I pull that out and spin, it's going to naturally make a loop. So I'm just spinning it towards myself. It's making a loop around the hook. I'm looping that because I'm really just coming to grab this yarn again, the same string that I'm actually have wrapped around my hook. I'm grabbing that. So I'm just going to grab it and spin towards myself. And I'm going to pull it through that loop. And then this will now be my magic ring that I'm holding. So I can let go of what was between my ring finger and my pinky, and I can grab where I was working. I'm going to now hold this. Now this can get really funky, I'm not going to lie. People can fumble over this for a long time. You just kind of have to figure it out, get the hang of it. I like to hold both the strings, and this is where I'm going to work, is in between here and where I'm holding it. So I still hold my yarn like normal, but I'm going to hold this, and this will be my working space between here. So if your pattern calls for 6 single crochets into the magic ring, then you will treat these two as a stitch. You're going to work under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That is your first single crochet. This was just a chain.